now we rocking. Alright, man. Y'all see the title, man. Y'all see it. Two of my oldest arms warriors right here. Raimundo, the oldest. She's my vanilla warrior. She's the first warrior, first female character I ever made. Back in 2005. And then we got the boy Tanami back here. Who's the first, I think, he's the first Horde warrior I've ever made. I don't know. He's a TBC guy, but because I made him on vanilla as well, playing retro WoW, I gotta show y'all his build too. So here we go, man. So this is gonna be fast, you know what I mean? Raimundo, her build is compensated off. I mean, her build is defensive. She's a defensive character. I do not wow out on her. I play her a lot like Jadam, just instead of her being a rogue, she's a warrior. So we got a little bit on heroic strike, just so you can use it more often. You know what I mean? A little bit of deflection, because she needs that parry. She's a night elf. She doesn't have stun resistance like Toonami does. So any extra defense I could give her was perfect. Bleed, gotta have that extra bleed damage, extra charge amount. Tactical mastery. If you're not using this, good luck. That's all I can say. Improved overpower. Gotta have that heavy duty overpower damage. Deep wounds. Obviously you want those extra bleeds, especially against rogues. Impale. If you ain't using this, you're messing up. That's 20% extra damage on your critical strikes, man. Two-hand specialization. Obviously, you're using the two-hand, you're an arms warrior. Sweeping strikes, so you can murder the next man. Improved hamstring to keep people from moving so much a lot of the times. And mortal strike. Now, a lot of people probably thinking, no axe, polearm, mace, or sword specialization? No. One of the things I loved about my warriors and not choosing these was the freedom. Anytime a weapon dropped, I got to use it right then and there. And still got that extra DPS I needed. Cruelty, need that crit. Unbridled Wrath, need that extra rage. Blood Craze, just to get your health, a little bit of your health back after being crit. I'm about to die. Shoot. Anticipation for Raimundo, because like I said, she's not an orc. She doesn't have stun resistance, so any extra defense I could give her was perfect. And then a little bit of Iron Will. Okay? She is a defensive play. Where Toonami is the exact opposite. He's an orc. He does not need the defense she has, because he's like, y'all should already know this, he's an orc. He has stun resist by 25%. Now somebody like, well, why can't you get more? You could. He has it in TBC. After all, this is a TBC character. Toonami is 100% a TBC character. His spec is crammed down into Burning Crusade, vanilla. But because, you know, they're both on the vanilla server I played, I had to add them both rather than just Raimundo. Cruelty, obviously. Same thing, pretty much unbridled. Blood Craze for that extra heal. Battle Shout. And your Enrage. We go for Enrage and improved Battle Shout for more attack power. Okay? Arms, same thing, pretty much. A little different. Improved heroic strike, so you can use it a little more often. Not too much often to where you're wasting rage that could go towards mortal strike, but you know, enough to where you need that inner damage, like especially if moments is getting dire and you just not building rage fast enough and you need that last hit that might just kill him. Heroic strike would be there to save your life. Improved Ren, 35% increased damage, you know, same thing. Improved charge, tactical mastery, but then instead you get anger management this time. I know some people use Thunderclap because it reduces people's melee swing time by like 10-20%, which is pretty freaking good. But I normally try to not waste too much on it. We got improved overpower, same thing. Impale, two-hand, sweep strikes, hamstring, what's the name? No specialization, because like I said, I loved the ability to be free. Sure, I might be losing a little bit of DPS. Realistically, it didn't make that big of a difference, especially when you had Enrage, when I got stuff, extra stuff, you know what I mean? And boom, there you go. Now, just like any of these videos I've ever done, you already know the targets. We got our cloth, our leather, our mail, our plate, and then our heavy plate, that's plate with a shield. That boy got more armor than a little bit. So, y'all know how warriors work, man. There's really... Where did this just come from? There's really not much to explain. You know what a warrior is, you feel me? Just to get that on real quick, take that off, and then you just go in. Y'all know what a warrior do. Okay, let's look at these numbers real quick. Look at that. This man got 2,000 attack power. I didn't even get to hit execute. I wasn't even paying attention. He just murdered her. Look at that. Just sheer stupid. Oh, I forgot to get his intercept down. We ain't gonna worry about that right now. You know what I mean? The absolute demolisher that is the warrior. You know what I mean? Boom. Get him out of here. Now, you know your hunter's got a little more armor. So you're not going to hit him quite as hard, but, I mean, that is still a viciously fast kill. You know what I mean? So, Toonami is just sheer damage. Like, he is on the opposite spectrum of Raimundo. Raimundo is finesse ability, finesse a fool, which with just beautifulness and dodging hits and crap. Toonami, on the other hand, is just break a fool off as quick as possible. Now this boy, like I said, he got a lot of armor. Oh shoot, we ran out. But let's be real here. So, in the terms of just stupendous damage, that leans on Toonami's side, because that is his whole purpose. Was to just, you know, that's like most warriors. A lot of times when you build a warrior, it's to just hurt people as fast as possible. But with Raimundo, because she's, like I said, she's not an orc and she doesn't have, well, I don't know why I keep saying that. I'm pretty sure y'all can tell that she's not an orc. But, you know, she's not an orc, so she ain't got that stun resistance. And realistically, a lot of people will say, you know, back then, it was better to choose a race that is most dependent and helps the class the most. A Night Elf warrior probably isn't the best choice of warrior, but I didn't give a crap. I was like, what, 8, 9 years old? I didn't freaking know that. I just started playing the game, basically. The only character I had was Jadam and a warlock I had at the time that I don't have anymore, which sucks. I was so good at that warlock. I was a murderer on that warlock. I couldn't be seen on that warlock. I got him to level 28 and then my mom and dad deleted him because it was like, nah, he using your real name. We can't have that. I was heartbroken, as most 8 to 9 year olds would be. I had a level 28 warlock. Not only did I have my imp, I had my void walker, and I was on my way to getting my succubus. Man, I was doing the dang thing. I was nasty, y'all. I'm not even lying to y'all. I was a monster. I was the very definition of a fear spammer. You could not land a single hit on me. I didn't give a crap how good you thought you was. You wasn't landing no hits on me. Now, even though Raimundo is a defense build, her damage just as good, because that's the warrior for you. It really doesn't make that much of a difference. Why is she swinging with her hands? The beauty of her was she was better for defense. Why do I keep saying defense? Oh, I forgot to have my execute down. So, where Toonami, I'm gonna die. Where Toonami has more damage on the norm. Let's go ahead and scoot this over so y'all can see. She was better prepped for defense. So let's go ahead and zoom that out. Let's turn that off. Boom. Wait. Oh, snap. Y'all see that? She got more attack power. How? Oh! I forgot to give him his enchants. I'm like, how the heck she got more attack power? Orcs are supposed to have more strength. On the norm. Okay. Anyways, though. He would normally have more attack power. Let's see, how much crit does he have? I think Night Elves have more agility, so she might have slightly more crit. He is at 28.95. She is at 30.35. Yeah, but Night Elves have more agility, I believe. So that's understandable. Dodge, Raimundo has 10.94. Toonami has Wait, let me scoot it over again so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Raimundo has 10.94. And Toonami has 8.13. Now, that's not the biggest difference in the world, obviously. What the heck is this? That's a pet. That's a hunter pet ability. Obviously, it's not the biggest difference in the world. I forgot how you see, oh yeah, there we go. Nidos have the extra dodge, too. I forgot how to see parry. Oh, here we go. She has 7.40. He has 5. Just 5 flat. Regular 5. So, no, it's not the biggest differences in the world, but when he has this, them little extra stats are, look at that, she even has more block. Those little stats are everything. Everything. Like, those little stats make the biggest of differences, especially when you dang near dead. You know what I'm saying? You dang near dead. And just that little bit of extra dodge, or that little bit of extra parry, saves your life. I'm not really sure why she has so much more crit, though. They are literally wearing the same gear. There's no difference between their gear outside of looks. Everything is the same. So I'm not sure why she has more, oh, that's right, the shoulder enchantment. So, let's go ahead and get them in a head-to-head fist fight real quick. Let's see who survives the best, the longest. And see, it was my little brain, my little 9-10-year-old brain, really thinking on a mastery level? Or was I just another buster trying to make a spec that didn't even make a difference? So let's go ahead and get this man enchanted, and we're going to be right back. So as we know, orcs have slightly more attack power than, slightly more strength than night elves, which makes sense. You know, you got a man who is, what are orcs? I would give an orc a good, what, like, if female night elves are 6'8", he's about 6'5", right? So let's say that he's about 6'5". If he stands up fully, he might be like 6'11", right? Your night elf male is about 6'11", 7 feet, maybe 7'1". You know, about Shaq size, but they're ripped, shredded. They're like a good, what, 300 pounds? A orc, I'd say easily in the high 400-pound range. So obviously he's going to be much stronger, right? But the night elf is slim and tall, and they're slick. Okay, so obviously they're going to get more dodge. Orcs are going to get more attack power, more strength. Night elves have more agility. As you can see, they're both wearing the exact same gear. Toonami has 308 in the strength department. Raimundo has 147 in the agility to his 139 and to her 302. We ain't talking about the 5.0. You know what I mean? They even have more stamina as well. But Raimundo has more armor. Okay? She got more armor. She has more dodge. All that. Okay? So, the test here is if we get them in a hand-to-hand combat, let's back them up so they get equal attack speed. That way nobody attacks the other faster. They're both in go mode. Okay? Let's go ahead and slide that back over. And just let them swing at each other. Who would win? Boom. It's popping off. See, she dodged the first hit. Oh shoot. Got long, bro. So straight off the bat, you can see Toonami hits harder. Oh my goodness, he is demolishing her. Come on, Raimundo, what is you doing, son? There we go. Oh, nah, it's too late for Raimundo. Oh, see? What'd I say? Oh. They both dodged. Well, it's pretty apparent that Raimundo would have lost that fight. So, let's go ahead and try that one more time. So, Toonami definitely would have won the first fight. Let's go ahead and give them some food real quick. So, it's all about probability, okay? That's what 9-year-old me wasn't thinking. Sure, Raimundo might have a little more dodge, but it's literally a little more dodge. But that's just the first fight. So let's see, man. Let's see. What would happen if they had multiple? So off the first fight, Raimundo dodged the first hit of Toonami. I thought that was going to be the selling point. For some odd reason, though, an average of, let's see here. He was hitting at about an average of about 500. 500 to Raimundo's 400. So I'm not really sure why that is. But let's go into battle number 2 here. Okay. Let's make him... I'm gonna just... Dang, I almost died. Y'all hear that? Let's go ahead and get their buff on, because no warrior would enter combat without recklessness on. I mean, not recklessness. Boom, see? She dodged another hit. But she doesn't hit as hard as he does. Another hit dodged. Okay. Okay, now she actually hit harder this time. That could also be because the Might of Minotho has a very wide range of attack. For those who don't know what I'm talking about. Keep swinging. What the fuck going on? Look at that. See, she parried. You know, it all depends on the battle, but... Oh! Okay. Oh, dang. That was dual crit right there. Dang! Okay. She murking him this time around. Oh, come on, Raimundo. Don't let my words be false. Stop playing with me, Mo. Oh! Well, Raimundo lost the second fight. Yo, what's happening, bro? Why they doing it to me, Mo? Oh, snap. What the heck? Well, she survives for a little bit. But as you can tell, if we're battling and we're using all casts and spells and all that, Raimundo has a good chance of surviving the majority of the damage you're doing, and that was the objective I wanted for her, was to be able to survive. And even though she's not really winning the end game too much, if we were actually casting spells, I think it would make the difference. Let's go ahead and put these buffs back on. I'm going to have to lower his health. Alright. Okay. This is bout number 3. So like I was saying, the Might of Minotho has a very wide range of damage. Come on, Raimundo. You're not representing the Alliance too well right now. She out here getting smacked. She about to lose the third fight. Okay, there we go. Uh-oh. Really? See, at that point, though. Okay. Boom. There we go. So far, Toonami has won 2 out of 3 battles. Okay. Well, oh. Shoot. I was not paying attention to the blood damage. Or the bleed. But, you know what I mean? If we're I think if we're casting spells, it would probably make a difference. But we just melee swinging. Trying to show y'all the difference of the dodge. And honestly, it just showed. She dodges a lot more than he does. But you know, random probability, you're not always going to get it. Alright, so let's go ahead. Bop. We're not going to use charges, and that's going to stun him. That's going to make it unfair for him. So bout number 4 here. Toonami 2. Raimundo 1. Okay, there we go. You hear the sound of the plate? The plate pinging? Okay. Raimundo has the edge so far. There you go. They're them parries I'll be talking about. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, Toonami. I see you. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. Rest in peace, Toonami. Dang, son. And boom. That's 2-2. Alright. That's the 4th one. Whoever wins this last one, it proves something. I don't freaking know. I mean, they're both my characters. I don't know. I don't know how I could ever be able to fight myself to see how hard would it be to beat myself. How hard would it be to fight someone who fights as annoying as I do? Because a lot of people don't be paying attention. to the way I battle. I don't fight, really. I sit back and I wait for you to make a mistake so I can capitalize on your mistake. Oh crap, I messed up. Okay, he hit right away, we good. You know what I mean? I don't have a fight style. Because then if I have a fight style, that means you can learn me. And I don't want that. No one's allowed to learn me. Alright, who's gonna win? We got Tanami versus Raimundo, two of my OG armed warriors. Ooh. Raimundo ain't doing too good. Okay, she done reversed it a little bit. Oh, he keep critting away. I thought she had more crit. What's going on? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Raimundo's done. I knew it. I could see it from a mile away. Raimundo was dead. Well, I guess that proves in the end that maybe Raimundo's build against myself isn't as good as my DPS build. But against other people, I mean, it worked great. That's not me saying I'm better than everyone. That's just me saying that on the average, her build works beautifully. Because I've gotten out of some incredible close calls because of having a little bit of extra dodge and the stun resist and the parry. I've gotten out of some incredible close calls. But there is sometimes I wasn't able to produce enough damage to kill certain people. So one of my most annoying battles I ever got in was with another arms warrior. I was clobbering this dude. Dude was weak. But in the end, he would have more damage than I would. Because his gear was more tailored toward having damage. Where mine was a little too tailored toward having defense. Almost like playing a protection warrior with a two-hand. Or no, an arms warrior wearing protection gear with a two-hand. Do I still have... Dang, I don't. Basically, what I would have was mostly Dreadnought. With a little bit of extra flair. So, right, my flair is having her running around dressed like this. People hate that crap. If you get killed by somebody, if you kill somebody dressed like this, let's say you got all this gear, you decked out, right? Let's skip the glorious pieces. You decked out, and people know you're decked out, but you got the nerve to run around with your character dressed like this, specifically a female character. People hate it. Trust me, I know, because I ain't gonna sit here and lie. Most of my female characters are dressed like this. I mean, what am I, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. Y'all know that. People can't stand that crap. Why? I don't know. I honestly don't. Transmogging exists. But in vanilla, it's even worse because people are like, yo, this fool really had a nerve to kill me like that. People hate it when that happens. Especially in vanilla, because, you know, transmog exists now, so it happens. You know that person isn't actually wearing that gear. But when you do it in two people in vanilla, whoa, they lose their mind, dog. Like, they get furious. Like, I know this bum didn't just kill me dressed like that, Mo. You know what I mean? You're like, look here, Mo. Like, I know this nigga didn't just kill me like that. You know what I mean? So, that's what I was trying to do to the guy. But then I couldn't because I'm like, oh crap. I have too much defense gear. So, the perfect balance for Raimundo was giving her defense talents instead and giving her, you know, your typical warrior gear. And when I did that, oh man, I started demolishing people at ease, my bro. Now, is it much damage? Is it much damage? Is it as much damage as Toonami? No. Because he's just raw power. This man is raw power. See, Raimundo is a supercar. She's sleek. She's built to dodge, weave in and out of traffic. No, let me not say supercars, because most supercars are absolute garbage. She is a F1 car. She is sleek and built to dodge in and out, going in and out, right? And it worked perfectly once I got the science down pat. Rather having defense talents instead of defense talents with offensive gear instead of offensive talents with defense gear. The trade-off was better because I get more attack power and I still get a little bit of dodge and all that stuff I need. Once I did that, she was a monster. But Toonami, he is a diesel truck. Forget dodging, forget weaving, forget bobbing. I'm just trying to crush you with sheer and raw power. If a F1 car crashes into your house at 180 miles an hour, it's not going to do nearly as much damage as a Mack truck with a fully loaded trailer on it doing 60 barreling towards your house. There's a good chance that that Mack truck might just make it out of the other side of your house. Your crap gonna be torn up and it's gonna collapse from the gargantuan hole that truck is gonna put through your wall. And if you're unlucky enough, the truck might blow up. And then it might hit a gas fuse in your house and your house gonna blow up. The destruction would be severe versus a F1 crashing into your house. So with Raimundo, I'm like, yo, okay. She's gotta be strong, but her defense gear is too much. So I'm gonna get her the defense loadout I was playing around with and show y'all the difference. Alright, so on Retro WoW, that's where I played the most. Y'all already know this. I uploaded countless amounts of content. One of the videos you'll see, I never uploaded that part where I was getting my neck beaten by the warrior. Well, yes I did, because I ended up doing better. So I was like, there's no way in the world I can't let people see this. Trials and tribulations, that's what it's called. You get better, you learn. Right? So this is the set you would normally wear. Lots of attack power, and she still looks fancy. Glorious comes with beautiful stats on the bare pieces. If you want your character to dress and run around like this and have her looking pretty in vanilla, paladin, shaman, enhancement shaman, paladin, what am I playing right now? Arms, the warrior, fury, arms, doesn't matter, protection. Bare pieces. Bare pieces are your friend. As you can see, 17 stamina, 17 strength. What's the legs? 20, 28. It ain't that far off. Okay? Beautiful stats. Absolutely incredible stats. But this is what I was wearing. Okay? I had my Dreadnought, because one thing y'all don't know, Dreadnought is my all-time favorite warrior set. It is the most amazing looking set. Dreadnought boots, warrior chestplate, Dreadnought helmet, Dreadnought shoulders, Dreadnought bracers, Dreadnought waistguard. I'm sure most of you already see the big issue we're going to have here. Dreadnought gloves with elemental rock ridge leggings, which is another good one, because as you can see, 20 strength, 18 stamina. Boom. Right? And I, of course, never show the helmet unless the helmet looks nice. I love the Dreadnought helmet, but I like to see my character's face for the most part, especially with the... Let's be real here, man. The new female models are great. A lot of the male models don't look that great. The orcs, they look cool, but the humans, they look dumb. The Night Elves look like... Oh, man. When I first seen the new Night Elf models, I was sad for all my Night Elf male characters. I've gotten more used to it, and I'm not as disgusted by it as I used to be. But they still look not that great. It got to the point where I started wearing a helmet. I wear a helmet on Jadam all the time now. For the most part. Right? So y'all see the gear. And y'all see the issue. Look how much attack power I've lost. This is way too much defense gear. Okay? We lost a crap ton of crit. Gained a lot of block. Gained a lot of dodge. Gained a lot of parry. But that's too much. So, let's go ahead, hand-to-hand combat real quick. And show y'all the trials and tribulations that comes with over-defensing your arms warrior. Oop, I messed up. I forgot to have him. Alright, so yeah, she got a lot more armor. And yeah, she's not getting crit as much. But if you notice something, she's getting demolished. What the? I ain't tell you to stop. Keep swinging. Okay? And look at this. You just see it. She can't get a crit out. There we go, finally. So yes, her defense is incredible, but she has no damage. Okay? And that was the issue I was going through. This warrior knew that. So I'm like, crap. I goofed. I gaffed. I have way too much defense gear. I gotta up the ante. So what did I do? I dropped down in gear and I put on the AQ gear, because that was the stuff I had at the time. AQ gear. Oop, not that AQ gear. AQ gear is quite incredible for mashing on people. Lots of agility, lots of strength, all that good stuff. And I was able to smack him around after that. So as beautiful, look at how amazing she looks. I am a transmog king. I'm gonna start making transmog videos soon. I'm a transmog king. Transmog don't even exist on vanilla, and yet I can lead you to the pieces you need to have your character running around looking beautiful. Now, if you want to be a tank and you want to tank in this gear, oh, you could do that all day. You know, get your tanking trinkets and all that, because you know, you don't want to be running around with offensive gear trying to tank. But I really am going to start doing a transmog video soon, though. I'll be doing so many nice transmogs. People be looking at my characters and crap. They be like, yo, your style crazy, your swag is crazy. So I'm gonna start helping people out. You feel me? soon. Okay. But once I realized that, I'm like, okay, we gotta switch her around. Now, back in the day, I never got Raimundo high enough in vanilla. She became a star in Wrath of the Lich King. Most of my work was done on vanilla private servers around the TBC to Wrath of the Lich King era. Only person I was playing at the time was rogues, mostly. Raimundo was kind of low. I was running around doing a little bit on her for a little while. And then I had to kind of abandon her because at the time, it is, y'all know it. Y'all know it. It is very hard to manage multiple characters in vanilla to TBC. So the main people I was playing was Jadam, J-Rack, and Jadalin, because hunters and rogues were a breeze. Warriors were rough. I got her to like 30 something, did a lot of PvP on her, crushed people for a little bit, but y'all know the warrior story is rough. Leveling warriors is no joke. It is one of the hardest things to do, because everything can kill you. Everything will kill you. You know? And it's like, bruh, this sucks. This sucks. And we're talking about what, I was like 9, 10 years old. So a lot of my work for her was done on private servers. She was oh shoot, I ran up. And then I'm like, yo, forget this private server bullcrap. This character's an OG. She too old to be running around on private servers. I need to get her up. I need to suck it up, go through the pain of leveling a warrior, and that's what I did. TBC, I grinded my heart out on this doo-doo head warrior. And then Toonami was born. About early to mid TBC. But Toonami, like Genghis Kong and a lot of my TBC characters, was a private server character, because, you know, private server, you get instant 70. You feel me? You know, I was a little kid. I was thinking little kid logic. Whoa, instant level 70? And characters were just popping up and out of nowhere. Genghis Kong was created. Vanessa was created. Grimmy was created. Zanomito was created. Deckard was created. Turney was created. Sanpyro was created. Oh, man, I was popping characters out left and right. The only true characters who were on retail for a very long time is Jadam, Jadalin, Raimundo, obviously, J-Rack, not Naylina. Naylina and Riley are vanilla characters, but they were story characters. They started off as story characters. They did not truly exist on Warcraft till about TBC Wrath of the Lich King. So, a lot of my characters were created in the TBC era. They were just story characters since vanilla. Naylina and Riley. So let's switch over to Toonami real quick. And you can see the difference, the damage difference between them two. I mean, it's not the biggest difference in the world. But because Toonami has more attack abilities.
Wir liegen unter schwerem Beschuss.
I messed that up. Just the sheer amounts of strength difference and how much harder he hits.
I can't do that yet.
One thing you never want to do when you see a warrior just clobbering people, sit back and watch. Once you notice that his damage has been sedated and that recklessness is gone because you can't see other people's buffs like that, I get to stun locking niggas. Pop, 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 pop. Stun, 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 stun. No, I was like, yeah, that's the difference between these two. That is the difference between these two. Toonami is defensive. Is offensive. Raimundo is defensive. It is her job not to murder you as fast as possible, but to be able to survive what you're going to do. Because the problem that comes down is you be rushing into battle thinking you about to crush everybody and realize, oh shoot, I got there's like 18 rogues on me right now. And as y'all saw from their 5 fights, even though Toonami won the most of them, she was holding it down for the most part. But then it comes down to Toonami just got that lasting effect, I guess. I think if we were to use spells, though, it would be a little different. But I don't have any multi-boxing tools that allows me to fight myself. I wish. If anybody knows, shoot, let your boy know. I would gladly use that so I could have more realistic hand-to-hand combat joints rather than just target practice mostly. This is mostly just target practice. There's not really much else I can do. That'd be sick, though, if anybody had one. And then that way I could have it where, rather than it be like target practice. Did I just give this man the hammer? Oh, I did. Alright, well, here we go. I meant to give it to Raimundo, but... oh, it's the modern look. Dagnabbit. Okay. Let's back Raimundo up. Now, let me show y'all another devastating part of the warrior here. Let's go ahead and take our target dummies. One thing that you never, if you never knew this, if you're playing a warrior and you don't truly know what the point of sweeping strikes is, I'm about to show you. Okay, let's say you see a group of alliance, all your cooldowns are ready to go. You like, can I do it? And your partner like, he like, yo, do that. You see that group, man. Hit them fools up. Show them what you about. Let them know. You got the Ragnarok's hammer, baby. You untouchable. He's like, yeah. He hyping you up. He's like, yeah. Yeah. And you rush in. You like, oh, shoot. I forgot to put sweeping strikes down. Oh! Hold on. I messed up. I messed up. Oh, shoot. Alright. Once again, you having to talk with your homeboy. You like, yo, demolish them fools, man. Let them know what you about. You top dog up in this piece, man. You like, yeah, he hyping you up. You backing up. You get into the mode. You pop every dang thing. Right? Bop. Crap just dying. He's just dying. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I ran out. You can absolutely demolish multiple people in one sitting with no issue. Goodness gracious. The warrior is a true devastator. Blizzard knew what they were doing when they made the warrior. They knew, okay. This class, they can't stun as much as a rogue. They can't heal like a paladin. They don't do caster damage like a paladin. How can we make the warrior stupidly vicious and equal to everyone else? Well, simple. Just give them raw power. It's been your boy, General Legendary Man. I'm out of here.